Expanding to more theaters this week from Focus Features is the coming-of-age drama Armageddon Time, and here's my review. Movies centered on young boys and girls trying to grow up are common, with filmmakers often borrowing a lot from their own life when writing the lead characters. That's understandable and does bring a more personal touch to the material. With this film, James Gray used his own life story to explore the time period and show what life would have been like for a boy trying to survive his school and family life in 1980. He doesn't sugarcoat his life, presenting all the flaws, and that allows Armageddon Time to work. Most of the film involves the lead protagonist Paul at home or in school. He's portrayed as a bit of a troublemaker, and the points of view of his parents and teachers make perfect sense. He is not the most sympathetic character at the start of the film, and one can easily imagine Gray wincing to himself as he remembered certain events when writing the script. However, there are also several points where the parents go too far. The film shows beating one's children was unfortunately once seen as acceptable, and in not shying away from this method of parenting, Gray shows that it's good this is more frowned upon these days. One of the most touching elements in Armageddon Time is the relationship between Paul and his grandfather Aaron. Lovingly portrayed by Anthony Hopkins, they have a great bond as he supports his artistic talents. However, he's not afraid of reprimanding him either. Their scenes together also an example of how Gray is okay with spending time with dialogue-driven scenes where characters just talk to one another, and these are effectively placed throughout the film. The friendship Paul forms with a black student is well handled and solidly developed over the course of the film. The decision is made to include Fred Trump and his daughter Marianne Trump in small roles, but these never become distracting and instead serve to give an idea of the privilege of the private school Paul finds himself transferred to. The Graff family's Jewish heritage is brought up at several points in Armageddon Time, and this is further used to illustrate how Paul's life is better than what his grandparents and other ancestors had to deal with. While they were forced to run away from that home, he doesn't have to worry about that in 80s New York. The film ultimately becomes about learning to shed the prejudice early generations faced, and that we have a responsibility to not pass it to others. Armageddon Time becomes a solid reflection of a director looking back at his own childhood. He's not the first director to do that, and he won't be the last, but there's a reason we so often see filmmakers return to their younger years for inspiration. They do often result in engaging stories, whether it's Francois Truffaut with The 400 Blows, Kenneth Branagh with Belfast, or Domichi with Turning Red. James Gray does not shy away from his main character's flaws, and that initially makes one wonder if he is someone we want to follow. However, this exploration of his troublemaking eventually plays a role in Paul becoming a fully rounded character with his family following suit.